Alright everybody, we are back with some more fighting of ancient evils. It's the Harbinger, and he is coming. Who is coming, you might ask? It's Leshen, the ancient evil of the forest, and therefore we must prepare. Last time we fought him, we had a thorns build, and that was pretty darn good, but we have since then put the adventurer's life on the hill, and we went to rest in a nice little cottage. But then the villagers called upon us again. The ancient evil is back, and once again we must go back out there, and just armed with a stick, as always, with 10 health. We have 3 days and 3 nights to prepare before we are fighting this first boss, and the third boss we will fight is, of course, Leshen, ancient evil of the woods. And yeah, let's just go over here and pick up some of these items over here. I very much love the featherweight blade. It's part of an easy set to obtain, and it's just a little bit. And here is the entire set. Okay, so now we just have incredible sustain already. Okay, that's pretty darn lucky. So the featherweight blade and the saffron feather together becomes the saffron talon, and on hit you gain 1 speed. That doesn't seem like much, maybe because speed is just affecting how you interact with the enemies and who goes first and that sort of thing. But the saffron feather is sustain, so you convert speed to restore to health every turn, and that is why regaining speed is such a big issue. But yeah, now we are going to breeze through all of these enemies here. So now we just need to want to get a little bit more stuff, and then we will fight the first boss. I don't think we need to worry too much about this guy. He is going to deal 3 damage to us, and we're going to heal back 2 of them, so we can basically survive for 7 turns, I think, because we, after the first strike, we go down to 7, then 6, then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, so we can survive for 6 hits. And since we go first in 6 hits, we will deal we will be able to deal back 14 damage, and he has 15 damage. So yeah, we should be a little bit stressed out about fighting the boss, but we have 3 days and 3 nights still to prepare. So I am pretty confident that we should be able to find at least one thing that will give us just a little bit enough of an edge to fight off the boss there. It's like either get a little bit more of max HP, get a little bit more of damage, or anything. Yeah, so let's, for example, pick up this weapon oil and gain additional attack here, and everything is nice and squeezy. We are gonna fight that grizzly and not worry at all about him taking us out, because we are now able to deal 18 damage in those 6 turns we guaranteed to survive. So good on us. Okay, so we do have the featherweight blade, and this combo is very important for our current survival, so we don't want to take a different weapon. So it's either between the vampiric wine, which is a food item. Food items can be pretty fun, but we already have pretty good sustains. I don't think we're gonna need this one. A leather glove, it just gives us a little bit higher max HP. That it's also part of the leather set. The leather set together with the saffron set is usually pretty good, because the leather set doesn't require you to have a weapon for it to work, and that just means that you can utilize your weapon slot for the saffron talon thing, and you can have a different set bonus from the leather stuff. But that's just in case we get the leather set, that is. Not changing weapons, we don't even look at these. Explosive surprise. Exposed, deal 6 damage. Exposed is when you lose all your armor for the first time. We don't have armor, so this won't count. This guy doesn't care about armor, so Yeah, this one we had some success with earlier, and I do know about a certain interaction that makes this thing pretty darn good, but yeah, let's not worry too much about that. And there we just gain some random gold because we have the loose change in our pockets. And okay, there is a golem. That is great. We love to know where one of those is, because if we ever get two of the same items, we can just walk over to our friendly neighborhood golem over here, and he will combine those items for us into a larger golden item. And just be aware that if you are combining two food items to become golden, they can't be combined later in the cauldron. We found that out the hard way last time when we had the opportunity to make the cherry thing going on, and we were big sad when that didn't quite work. Do we take the armor oil or do we take the speed oil? Taking the speed oil means that we have the chance to get that multi-hit thing going, and that seems like an interesting thing to do. And now you might think that we already know we can fight the boss, why aren't we just currently doing that? And there are two reasons for that. The one reason is that I usually only fight the boss when I need the additional bag space currently, and I know I can fight the boss. And that hasn't triggered yet, so it's just better to and that's the second thing. So then it's just better to just fight the lower tier enemies when you know that you can easier defeat lower tier enemies while and you don't need to worry about them being harder. We are losing health every time we fight a bear and a porcupine, so at least the porcupines. So yeah, on hit gain 2 turns and take 1 damage. I don't want to take damage without reason, but I don't mind the opponent starting with 3 freeze. I'm just trying to think, is there anything else we would rather want to have on the featherweight blade than this? But I just think giving freeze to the opposition means that we should have a very good opportunity to just completely wreck anything without fear for our own safety. So what are we on the lookout for now? If we find one more chest, I wouldn't mind fighting the boss, because I don't really know if Boots of the Hero is an item we care about long term. Same thing with the loose change. I don't really think we care about that long term. But I don't want to fight those hedgehogs after fighting the boss for the first time. So let's at least go and explore some more. That's another porcupine. Let's fight the spider instead. Because we are healing before we strike, and as we strike the hedgehogs, we're gonna take damage. That's why I don't want to. That's why I don't want to fight them. And we're just gonna fight the boss at the regularly scheduled boss battle time here, I guess. So he's dealing 3 damage to us, we deal 3 damage to him, and we are freezing him for 3 at the start. We are healing 2 each round. Yeah, if we lose this, I certainly don't understand it, because we should, in theory, survive for 12 turns here. And that is even without we should survive for 12 turns after he regains the ability to fight from the freeze. So we should survive for 15 turns here. In the 15 turns we deal 45 damage. So yeah, we win these as we say. And there he is gone. Next up is the Goldwing Monarch. That's a sustain check. because he will deal 3 damage to us for the longest amount of time, because he has 40 health, and then he regains a lot of health because it's going to steal all our money, so we need to spend our money before that. But yeah, we heal for 2 each round, so we don't really need to worry about this guy, because we can survive for again with the freeze effect. We can survive for 15 turns. We already know we can deal 45 damage to him, so so it's just a matter of not having any gold when we fight him, and we can fight him as is. But of course, we do want to spend our gold to get good items. We don't just want to throw away our good earned gold, which reminds me we shouldn't fight these ravens, because they indeed are worth more trouble than good to be fighting. Battle start, gain additional strike. Nope. On hit, gain armor. You know what? Against this guy, on hit, gain armor is just immediately we know that we get 3 sustain every turn. So yeah, he can't defeat us if we change to this. The gold is going to be gone anyway after we fight this guy, so we might as well just take the guaranteed survival here, and we can worry about picking items for the final battle. Battle start, steal armor from the enemy. We don't need to worry about that. Attack is always equal to gold. This is a really good item, but I don't want to rely on that against an enemy that steals all your gold, because then we're gonna end up with absolutely nothing left. Let's go to the merchant. Alright, what do we have here? Whenever you gain speed, also gain an equal amount of armor. We are gaining speed every turn, so this is just additional sustain. Featherweight helmet, battle start, spend 2 armor to gain 3 speed. That's also really good for us. Or it's irrelevant for us, but gaining attack is really good. And I do like the idea that these items have the same name, because that means that they might be related to an armor set. And here's also an iron rose. Whenever you restore health, which we do every turn, gain 1 armor. And this is slightly better than the sanguine rose, because that is capped at your max health, while this thing gives you armor all the time. And since we don't have armor, this will also allow us to trigger stuff like exposed. So yeah, we're gonna gain a lot of armor here. I'm going to start with the featherweight armor and the iron rose. We're gonna replace the boots of the hero and the loose change to buy the featherweight helmet. We just need a tiny bit of gold first, and then we can fight the boss, because we are at zero coins, and then we can utilize the rest of our Then we can utilize the rest of the second day to rebuild our stuff, and that's what. Yeah, Boots of the Hero does nothing for us, so let's replace that. It doesn't quite do anything for us yet, because we don't have armor, but we do know we are. This goes on for infinite, healing us for 2. Whenever you heal, we gain armor, so that heals us for 3. And whenever you gain speed, you also gain armor. We also already gain speed, and this guy is gonna spend armor to gain speed, but it's not going to help us because we don't have armor. But when we replace this with something that gives us armor, we're gonna be just golden. So yeah, we can fight this guy for infinite. We don't have any gold, so it's the perfect time to fight him now. And then we're gonna gain additional item slots. And yeah, let's not even worry about this. Oh, you want to heal by stealing all my gold? Sorry, I don't have any gold. I spent it all so I could take out you. And yeah, that sustain check is done. And now we can plan our future. Okay, we can't see what the merchant had. Oh, we were standing at the merchant, right? And yeah, did we buy all of those things? Maybe we did. Or maybe we... I don't know why all of those are marked, but they were. Okay, let's fight this Raven as well. We don't have any gold, so he can't hurt us. Okay, so we need to, let's double check. How much sustain are we actually generating each round? 2, 3, 4. We gain 4 sustain each round. That's pretty darn good, I'd say. But yeah, we're gonna fight. The next battle is up against Leshen, the ancient evil of the forest, and as you can see here, he has 50 health, so he can survive our pummeling for a long time. Oh, we even gain armor on the featherweight blade. We have 5 sustain each round. Okay, so we are basically taking 2 damage every hit from this guy. And we can, in theory, survive for 8 hits, except that the first time we go below 0, we die, so not quite. But, so 9, 7, 5, 3, 1. So we can survive for 5 hits, except that we're also gaining a little bit of armor before we are attacking, so not quite. We at least need more stuff, that's given. Okay, so this would give us the amount of armor we need for this thing to work. I'm just worried that we would lose too much speed, but I don't think that's something we need to worry about. Let's just take this for now, so that we know that the featherweight helmet will do something. And it'll also give us some armor, and this thing will lose armor, but we gain speed, and when we gain speed, we gain the armor back, so it doesn't really... It basically, the -2 speed we see here cancels itself out. I'm just a little bit worried about how it works against this spider here. So... if we are below the spider speed at battle start, they will damage us, but that didn't happen. So, okay, that's pretty cool. Let's try to find some more cool stuff, and we can maybe combine another golden item at our golem. Dun, dun. And yeah, we... Oh yeah, that's why we had 4 attack. Look at the tower. There are items there, and there, and I very much want to hit up the grave. Maybe we want to hit up the grave after we have potentially combined an item. It's a little bit annoying to have to get rid of stuff from your actual combo, so you can combine stuff up. So let's go ahead and look here first. I guess a leather vest isn't the worst thing in case we get the leather set here. And now I don't want to fight the ravens anymore, because now I have money and I have stuff to lose. Hedgehogs should be fine. They have 5 thorns, but we have lots of armor and sustain. And let me go up here. Wounded, give the enemy 3 freeze. That's actually pretty awesome for us, because that will give us 3 turns where we can where we only take 3 damage from the boss, and we can build back up to max health and stack some armor and stuff again. So yeah, that will replace the loose change. And let's see, what more do we get here? Another leather glove. Not willing to gamble on us getting a diamond leather glove just to make that happen. So let's go over here and look at this grave over here. And what's this? Stone slab sword. On hit gain 2 armor. It's a little bit of sustain, but it's not enough to make me replace the Saffron Talon, I'm afraid. Hitler's cap was awesome last run, but we don't have any thorns here. And when you're wounded, regain your base armor. Not what I'm looking for here, but we have 2 of these rerolls available, and they are best used at the hero's grave items. So I'm going to reroll the sword because I don't want to change your weapon. So let's reroll that into a battle star, iron skin potion. Gain armor equal to lost health. Yeah, we don't plan to have lost health at battle start, so let's reroll that one again into a elder wood necklace. A little bit more speed, a little bit more armor, and a little bit more attack. Do we want that? So, since we do have the leather vest, we don't really have that much use of this guy. This guy's primary job is to give us 2 armor and 3 armor, and that's basically a 5 sustain. It's 4 sustain more than the Elderwood necklace, but this would gain us 33% additional attack. No, 25% additional attack, which means that we need much less sustain to win against the boss. And if you have fought the boss before, you know that time is of the essence. You need to be able to take him out fast enough. And speaking of, are we actually even close to be able to do that? 4 damage a turn means we get through this guy in 13 turns. I mean, yeah, I think we need to go on the lookout for the final part of the leather set, because currently I'm not confident that what we have can do it in the long term. A thing I didn't really think of is that we don't really need a featherweight blade anymore. We have so much speed from other sources as well that maybe this guy gives us enough sustain without this guy. But yeah, that's a big maybe. Yeah, we're up here with 13, 14 speed there. Granted, this one gives us 3, but yeah. Let's, we don't need the final armor oil that much. Let's go on the lookout for the next hero's grave. They contain great items usually, so let's try to find that and make that happen. Another saffron feather. It would heal us a lot more. So yeah, I'm going to... It would heal us a lot more, but after a certain point, we will run out of speed because it's going to convert to 2 speed to restore 4 health instead. But it also, as far as I understand, it still contains the ability to convert 1 speed to 2 health. So at least that's my experience with it in an earlier patch. I still think it works like that. So I'm going to replace the that thing with it, so we can go back to our golem wherever he was. There's one over there. I imagined we had a golem close to a waypoint, but apparently oh, there's a golem up there. Okay, let's just go back to him. Because we also need to replace one item with the leather set if we ever are to actually beat the final boss, I think. Because he just has so much health we need to get through. Let's take the... whenever we regain health, we gain armor, right? So both of these are the same amount of sustain. Let's take the redwood roast. Maybe that can become a pretty cool supper thingy. Because I think we were offered the opportunity to go look for look for a cooking pot. Yeah, now that this is a good item, but now that we upgraded the saffron feather to convert 2 speed to 4 health, I don't want to replace the thing that generates speed. But it's a very tempting weapon usually. There is some jewels lying around in a box on the street. Gain speed every other turn. Now we're talking. This would help us even more with the sustain, because we have this thing that converts 2 speed to 4 health, which is much better. Getting speed also gives us an equal amount of armor. And it will help us heal more often. Yeah, I think this would efficiently give us 2 more sustain on average each round. Or 1.5. Because every other round you gain a half speed, and every round you gain you gain half of restore 4 health. So it's 2.5 sustain each round, right? I think that's better than the leather vest. So let's do that. I did never imagine that I would actually want to pick up the citron earring, but here we are, and we replaced the leather vest with it, so now we actually can't get the leather set anymore. That's a little bit stupid maybe, but it is what it is. Let's look for a merchant again. We know we are decently close to a golem, I was supposed to say. So if we find double items, we can maybe replace something. If your health is full, gain 5 armor. That's pretty cool. Whenever you restore 3 or more health, deal 3 damage. We are restoring 3 or more health all the time. So that is pretty good for us. Is it better than the Elderwood necklace? I can't even imagine that I'm thinking about that. But what are we supposed to get rid of? This is 1 attack. This is 1 attack and 3 speed and armor. I guess it's the 5 health thing. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of has to be. I think that's too good to leave on the table. And if we also get the other bomb item that lets stuff trigger twice, we are swimming in joy for buying that thing. And we have tons of gold to maybe find it. But here's also some more stuff. I haven't seen this one before. Energy drain. Before any other item triggers, if you have less speed than the enemy, steal 5 speed from the enemy. Nope, that's not interesting. Battle start, gain freeze. Exposed, give the enemy freeze. Yeah, these items can't be combined because they are blue, not green, so don't worry about that. And yeah, I'm gonna restock the thing again. If you have 0 speed, gain 1 speed. I guess that's kind of this thing. After this thing has gone off. But better. Okay, so this gains us a little bit more speed than this thing. This thing is just straight up 2 sustain, right? No, but gaining speed is so much better. Because... So, the thing is, at turn start, this thing will convert speed to restore health. If we don't have speed, this thing will give us 1 speed. Then this thing will strike, giving us 2 speed. So as long as this thing is after that thing, we will always heal for 4 here. We will always gain 1 speed, which means we will heal for... we will gain 5 sustain because of this thing. Since we're restoring health, we will gain an additional armor, so that's 6 sustain. And since we're gaining speed when we are at 0 speed, we're getting 7 sustain. What I'm trying to say is just guaranteeing we are getting that additional speed every round when we are at 0 will just heal us for 4 every turn, rather than to heal us for 2 then 4 then 2 then 4. We will lose out on some speed initially because we have a little bit too much speed to bleed off. Or maybe it doesn't really matter because it will take us 7 turns to bleed off all of this speed we have here, except we're getting even more speed from this thing. This thing needs to be before this thing, actually. Yeah, I think this is a trap. Because it takes 7 turns before we are down to... it takes so long before we are down to 0 speed that this thing is a trap. Is this thing better? Whenever we take damage, restore health. Whenever we restore health, gain armor. Whenever we... So 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 sustain. We should be able to deal with Lesion at least. And we are dealing how much damage each turn? 4, 5, 8. I think the Crimson Cloak is at least better than the Earring, and I am going to replace it. I am not confident that it is enough to take out Lesion's final form, but I also do think that we should be able to grow a lot of sustain really fast when he is dealing little damage, and we can maybe leverage that towards the later stages of the fight. But yeah, it's a little bit scary. Gain 2 additional strikes. Nope. When to take damage, take more damage. No, thank you. Whenever you deal non-weapon damage, deal 1 additional. No, we don't have enough slots to replace anything with those things. But I do think there are certain specific items I will take over stuff we already have. It's just a matter of, can we actually find them and do we recognize that they are better? So yeah, big questions here. Neither of those are it. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Misstrikes deal less damage while you have armor, but more damage otherwise. I guess it's just 1 sustain, and it's very limited, because it will at a certain point it will make us get less sustain, and that's just bad. You guys of course understand that. I don't need to tell that to you. This is important because the final boss will get more attack, so we need to have more sustain. I don't think 1 freeze changes that. I don't think these guys changes that either. Let's we don't have anything to combine, and we don't really have the option to get stuff to combine either. So I guess we're basically just oh, there is the cooking pot. We don't have any food to cook, so that is fine. But cooking stuff in a cooking pot is very fun. I highly recommend doing it if you have the option to. But let's find this bear and maybe get the cooking oil. Get the cooking oil, armor oil, I mean. And let's not fight the raven, but instead fight the boss. Okay, so if my math is correct, we, as far as I understand, we're gonna strike him for 4, and then he is, and we're also going to lifeblood burst him for 3. So we're gonna deal 7 damage, right? No, 4, 3, 4, 5. 8. We're gonna deal 8 damage to him. Then he is going to strike back to us, and we're gonna lose health, and then we're gonna end up with more armor and health than when we started. More armor than we started with, and max health. I think that's how it works, but it might be a bit different. So we're currently at 19, and we went down there, then we healed back up. And we're now at 20. Okay, I think 20 is our max, but we are going to be at 20 for all phases, for the entire fight against this guy. But the scary thing is his next phase, because we only deal 8 damage a turn. And his true form has 100 HP, which means that we need to strike him 13 times before he is dead, and I just fear that he will deal too much damage to us before we get through him. Also, I do think we will run out of speed maybe a little bit too fast. We aren't doing actually 8 damage a turn, we're doing less. That's actually a little bit annoying. So the only question is how high can we build the armor stacks before he is depleting our armor more than we can gain, and the answer is not enough at all. We do have most of our sustain is healing, so armor building isn't really how we intend to win this fight anyway. It's just extra ablative HP on top of that. But when we start to take more than 8 damage a turn, we can't sustain beyond that. And basically that happens now. We go back up to okay, we still go back up to max health, but we don't have a 19. We do? We have 20 now? Are we still sustaining beyond ouch. And we're ending the turn at 17, so we took 2. Now we're taking 3, and we went down to 6. We're gonna go down to 2 after this strike here, or no, because we didn't heal for 4, we healed for 2. We're down to 1. Oh yeah, it didn't quite work, but we had a really cool build here. We just didn't have enough juice in the tank. So yeah, okay, but we did get a few achievements here. Big spender. Spend a total of 30 gold in a single run. On hit, if you have less than 10 gold, gain 1 gold. Oh, that's an edge. You can get that from the smithies, right? Okay. And we did get what's this? Lifeblood overflow. Overheal 30 or more health in a single battle. Yeah, cool. That's that unlocks the lifeblood spear. Whenever you restore 3 or more health, gain 1 attack. That is pretty rare. You can restore 3 or more health just like that. But some of the lifeblood potions and the vampiric wine and stuff lets you do that. So certainly it is possible. But yeah, it wasn't quite enough for us this time here. And that's fine, because this game is challenging, and the challenging aspect of is what makes it fun. And I don't want all of the runs just be how can we get the Heroes Return multi-attack combo going. I want to try out the new different kind of combinations, and that's what led to the really cool Icy Thorns builds we had last turn. And we weren't far away from taking out Leshen here. We did survive for quite a few turns, and if we had access to just 2 more attack, or maybe had 1 more thing that generated speed for us, just 1 small thing or 2 small things, I think we could have had a chance to take him out. But we didn't quite do it, and that is of course okay. With that, I'd like to say thank you guys for watching. This is the Harbinger, and we've been playing He Is Coming. He took us down this time, but that is fine. I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, guys, you guys take care.